Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Capricorn for the month of March. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what we have coming forward for you here in this new month of March 2025. Do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you, Capricorn. Now, one thing to note is March is a very busy time astrologically. We have the first two eclipses of the year, so eclipse season starts. On March 14th is the first eclipse, depending on where you are in the world, but yeah, March 14th. And then after March 14th, on March 15th, we have the Mercury retrograde. All right, so just something to be aware of for this upcoming month here. Should be a pretty busy time for everyone. Now, the thing about Mercury retrogrades is, we have multiple of those every year. It's not something you should be afraid of or fear. But if you want to hear more about this stretch of time, I did a fortune reading. If you did not catch the fortune reading, it will be linked at the end of this video. I talk more about this, but it's a really good time to sort of get yourself in a good position for the retro. So, get organized. That way you can have a solid, carefree, easy retrograde coming up here in March. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this reading here for you, Capricorn. Now, on the bottom, you do have the Tower. Okay, the Tower can expose some false beliefs that you may have in your life. Many times we think that something has to be a certain way, or we're fixated on something, and the Tower, and that can show up as a false belief in our life. It could be true that there are different ways of operating, or there are different approaches that we could take to something, or we think something is a certain way when it's not. The Tower can collapse all of that, and it's when that sort of thing happens, it's probably the best way to deal with that is probably to approach that as a blessing, right? Because we don't want to be living our lives with we don't want to be living with false beliefs, right? We don't want to be living with falsehoods. And sometimes we need a shakeout, sometimes we need a clearing. And so for that reason, the Tower can be a very positive card. It can expose a shortcoming or a false belief that we have. And then the other thing is, if we feel trapped or entrapped in a situation, the the Tower card can kind of free us from the thing that we are trapped in. These people here were trapped in the Tower, and now they're being released, right? And yeah, it's an upheaval, but it releases us from something that's no longer serving us. So, it could, all of that to say, in the month of March for you, Capricorn, you could have some sort of shocking revelation or some sudden change in something. Let's go ahead and see what that might be around. So you have two court cards, and then you have a few major arcanas here. And let's just try to see what could be coming forward for you here in March, Capricorn. Now, in the middle of the reading, you do have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is somebody who is going to give you the exact message that you need to hear, whether that is painful or not, right? The Queen of Swords can deliver a painful message, but the Queen of Swords can also deliver the opposite message, right? This person is very like what you see is what you get type of deal. And basically what I'm saying is the Queen of Swords doesn't mince words. So you could have a conversation with someone that is enlightening. I'm also noticing like the clouds on the Queen of Swords cape here, which is really interesting. You know what's coming to my mind? This idea of like getting your head out of the clouds, right? I'm not coming at you. I am on your side here, Capricorn. But if there is something that needs to be released here, right? If you need to take action on something, with the Tower and the Queen of Swords, you could be inspired to take action here. So this certainly could be the case. Now, there could also just be maybe a falling out with somebody, but to be real, the cards here on the board here, you have very, very positive cards, okay? So maybe the only challenging cards are the Tower and the Four of Cups, but again, my approach to tarot is try to be as positive as possible so we can turn whatever challenge that you may be dealing with in this month into something positive or into something profitable for yourself. So let's try to get some additional messages on what might be falling out or what might be changing for you. So in the first column, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the Magician. Amazing. This is really, really positive energy. So the Page of Pentacles might suggest towards perhaps the first part of the month, you've been thinking about an offer or an opportunity. And this could, you could get some news or something like this in the first part of the month. The Page of Pentacles is a potential offer or opportunity to learn something or study something, take a studious approach to some area in life. Some of you could be learning something, right? And it doesn't have to be like in an official way, like where you're going back to school. You may be learning a life lesson or learning something about yourself or something of that nature here as you have the Tower and the Page of Pentacles. And I can kind of like see some of the comments in my mind. Some of you may be thinking, oh, I have nothing else to learn, I'm retired or whatever. Well, the Tower is there for a reason, right? The Tower says that maybe you do have something else to learn. And I also feel like, I personally certainly have a lot to learn, but the Tower is sort of like showing you something that you maybe are not seeing, right? This idea of a falsehood or a false belief. And I am also of the belief that everybody can be a lifelong learner, right? And no matter where you are and no matter what stage you are in life, there's always an opportunity to learn something, right? So this could be showing up. You may be thinking about what can you learn at this time. You may have an opportunity or offer to learn something. And the reason I say that is this upper row is the row of your thoughts. So you may be thinking about this. You then here have the Temperance card, which is a card of manifesting, manifesting miracles or manifesting healing. It's a card of good health. So if you've been dealing with that, you could get some news from somebody, maybe a doctor or something like this, that you may be delivered some really positive news. The Page of Pentacles is definitely a card of good news. And then the Magician says that you can manifest right now. What are you manifesting to learn, right? The Magician says that you have all the tools in front of you. You have all the tools on the table, and you can use the tools and the skills and all of the knowledge that you have, all of the wisdom that you have to manifest something amazing. Yeah, you definitely have some nice like alchemy, manifestation energy here with the Temperance card and the Magician. In the middle row, in the middle column, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Well, whatever change could be happening for you, whatever like revelation that's showing up here with the Tower, this will lead to you realizing that you have an unlimited amount of potential here, particularly as you have the Two of Wands with the Magician and the Temperance card. The Two of Wands is a card of potential in the tarot. This person has the world in the palm of their hands, and they are thinking about going on a grand adventure or a big journey. The Three of Wands would signal the start of the grand journey or the great adventure, or the Fool would as well. If you look for the Three of Wands or the Fool in our clarifications, we'll see if that happens. But those are the two cards you look for to begin a journey and to actually like set forth on the journey. But the potential is here for you, Capricorn, to change something up or to embrace some sort of shakeout that may be happening. This is a very positive message. I should note, just because we start off with the Tower doesn't mean this is doom and gloom. This is very positive. And remember, if there is something that is being revealed to change, you can choose to view that as a blessing, right? I know personally, if some sort of falsehood was revealed to me that I'm living in, I'd be happy that that is revealed. That way I can improve, I can grow, I can change something. You then here have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about you. Maybe you've been in something for a long time. This person has been tending to these crops for a very long time. These crops can indicate or can be associated with like investments in any type, right? Maybe you've been investing in yourself, investing in your real estate portfolio or your investment portfolio or your job or your relationship. This represents an investment that you've tended to for a long time. And this person's thinking about making a decision on this situation that they've been in for a long time, right? And you could get some understandings or revelations here with the Tower around this thing that you've been in for a long time. In the final column, you have the Strength card, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. All right, so there's an opportunity that you might be missing here, okay? And you want to make sure that you don't miss the boat, is what I feel like saying, because this person right now is on the verge of missing the train or missing the boat here, because this is the hand of God or the universe offering this person an opportunity, but they're not seeing it. So be careful that you don't miss the boat, Capricorn, because there's an opportunity right in front of you here with the Magician, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Cups, and you'll never know where it leads you. But one thing is for sure, if this reading is for you, the potential that comes with this opportunity is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. So my question for you is, what are you looking for to manifest? What do you know needs to change? This is a great, great month for this. You then have this Nine of Pentacles. We see the same symbolism here that we saw on the Seven of Pentacles on the Nine of Pentacles, but it's a progressed version of it. You can see that not only do the bushes have pentacles now, but they also have fruit. They're bearing fruit in addition to the pentacles. So with this Nine of Pentacles, this can represent a harvest, right? And it can also represent some type of financial independence. It's a card that says that you have worked hard for what you have and you can enjoy it. You don't need to rely on anyone else. You don't need to rely on anyone else's like financial support. You don't need to get loans, anything like that. The Nine of Pentacles says that you have it, right? You have it right here. And this is a very positive energy. It can say that you are successfully making decisions financially for yourself. And then the Strength card is like, what are you looking, what area of life do you need to be bold in? Like where do you need to take a bold step in life with the Strength card? Let's try to answer that question now and get some additional messages here. So we'll start by pulling some oracle cards for you here, Capricorn. All right, let's see what we have. Two, let's see here. 3, 4. We're going to take 5 for you here, Capricorn. We're also going to look at the bottom card here. So you have be assertive. So this is definitely strength energy. The Strength card is represented by somebody who is very assertive, very bold, very courageous, and fearless in pursuing their goals, their dreams, their aspirations. And I think that you have a lot of aspirations that you've been looking to see come into fruition here with the Two of Wands. And I think that you're ready to start this. So let's see what else we have. You have choose a new direction and forgiveness. Wow. Yeah, there could be some self-forgiveness here. I mean, I see the Queen of Swords, but I feel like this is more about you returning to self here. And maybe you do need to practice some self-forgiveness around something. Maybe, you slipped up in some area of life. Maybe you didn't, but maybe you did. And you can choose to forgive yourself and move on, right? We all make mistakes. And that could also be what the Tower is revealing. It could be a wake-up call type energy. This is very positive for you. I need to stress that. This is a very positive change. What else do we have here? You have, within the next few months, reconsider and no need to worry. No need to worry. Okay, so a lot of people have been getting the no need to worry card. And what else was coming in here? I feel like maybe this idea of like choose a new direction, I love that for you. With the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, as I suggested, is a card of directional shifts or changes. And the Two of Wands saying that there are so many options in front of you here. And maybe you're attached to a way of being, or you're attached to you're attached to an outcome, right? You have an expectation to an outcome, right? Or you're attached to an expectation, or you're attached to an outcome. Like you feel like the outcome has to be a certain way. And in reality, there could be a million different alternatives here as you have this Four of Pentacles. There may be some new path or alternative for you here. Why don't we go ahead and get started on clarifying the first 4 cards. Sorry, gosh, 4. I don't know why I said that. The first 9 cards. All right, let's clarify the first 9 cards. Let's see what the first 4 cards are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That might have a message for us here. All right, so let's see what we have. We're gonna do that. We're going to Usually I start 3 by 3. We're going to start off with 4 cards for you because I said that. So let's get those out. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, we have the Strength card, we have the Ace of Swords, and the 4th card is the... Oh man, don't you just love tarot? We have the 3 of Wands. What did I say? Oh man, I said let's look for the 3 of Wands or the Fool card. Well, here it is. As I slipped up and said first 4 cards, and then decided we need to take the first 4 cards to start. On the final card, it is the 3 of Wands. Well, Capricorn, your adventure begins in March. That is for sure. You see the potential in front of you, and you're now ready to capitalize on it here with the 3 of Wands. You've done all the research, you've done all the planning, you've paid for the tickets, metaphorically speaking, and you're ready. You're ready for something big here. And this is connected. Wow, I'm happy for you, Capricorn. And this is connected here to something with the 7 of Pentacles, something you've been in for a long time. You know, you've been thinking about this shift. You've been thinking about this transition for a long time. And it's maybe like one morning you will wake up, Tower, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, this is it. Like, this is what I'm doing. You know, it's time. Like, I've done all the preparation I can do. There's no need to prepare for anything else. As we look at these other cards here, you have the Ace of Swords, which is a breakthrough. Yeah, I definitely see breakthrough energy for you. With the Magician, the Ace of Swords, this is taking you to places that you couldn't even have imagined. I mean, you have an idea in your head, but the outcome's going to be so much better that you'll feel so happy when you take this first step to investigate this adventure. And by the way, I should note that, like, when I say this adventure, it doesn't mean that you have to go travel the world or anything. It could mean that you're getting adventurous in your work. It could be in your career, in your business, in your relationship, anything, right? You may be looking to add some adventure into your life and embrace that full stop, right? Full stop. Go for that. Excuse me. Then you have the Strength card twice. So the real message for you, Capricorn, is not to play small at this time. You got to be bold here. And I also want to point out, I didn't even really focus on it in the first Strength card, but you can see in this one, it's in the other one as well, but you see the infinity symbol, right? I said you have an infinite number of potentials and opportunities here in front of you, Capricorn, and the universe is doubling down on this idea here. You then have the 6 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. I love that for you because the 6 of Pentacles is like kind of your inflow, outflow. And, scales and tarot, they can represent balance, but also karma. And I feel like you have some really good karma around you, some really good potentially financial karma around you as I'm looking at these other Pentacles cards. And with that Tower on the bottom, whatever is, happening here for you, it's sort of like, this is not something you should stress about. You even got this, no need to worry. That's showing up. Everything is going to fall into place beautifully for you, Capricorn. Why don't we go ahead and take these 2 cards here. So you've got the 4 of Cups twice. Wow, universe is not joking around here. And, oh man, wow, you have the Fool too. Sometimes a reading, you're my last reading of this set, and I'm just so glad that this is the way that this reading is showing up. Sometimes the tarot just always surprises me because I literally was talking about I'm looking for the 3 of Wands and the Fool card in connection to this 2 of Wands, right? So this is the start of a huge journey, and you may even just take a few things with you. This person, this Fool, they just, whatever they can fit in their backpack, is what they can fit, and they're going. They're going, right? They're not worrying about I need to have 3 suitcases, I need to have this, I need to have that. Nope, they're just going. I feel like you've probably planned and prepared for a long time, but I'm just giving you this idea that the Fool is basically the power of all 4 aces in one card. And it starts off the tarot, kicks off the journey of the Fool through the major arcana. And yeah, it feels like For you, you may even capitalize on this opportunity that you can't see at some point in March. I think you will see the opportunity here with the Four of Cups twice and the Queen of Swords. You may really want to pay attention to a trusted person in your life. Like, this is somebody who is not going to play favorites. This is somebody who's not going to mince words. This is somebody who's going to tell you how it is. This is a trusted person in your life. Remember, keyword, this is a trusted person in your life that can maybe illuminate the path in front of you with the Fool, and maybe even encourage you that you are indeed ready to start this new journey that you are on. But again, you have seen the potential maybe in the past month or at some point in this month with the Two of Wands, and now you're deciding to go for it full stop with the Fool and the Three of Wands. You're actually no longer hesitating. You're no longer reconsidering. You're going for it. You have the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Chariot card in the final column. King of Wands is somebody who's okay with taking risks, definitely a risk taker. This is somebody who kind of wants to live an adventurous, exciting, fun life. And, also a card of positive. This is somebody who's really positive. If they have a setback, if the King of Wands has a setback, they believe in themselves that they will overcome the setback. Okay, this is like Sagittarius energy, right? The Sagittarius is always so confident. It's like one of the most confident signs in the zodiac. And maybe you are being called on to have some self-confidence, especially as it's falling on the Strength card. That's definitely a card of confidence as well. Strength is actually the Leo card. The King of Wands could be any fire sign. But I always connected to Sagittarius energy. So you're going to be maybe even building some self-confidence here. The world is your oyster here, Capricorn, in this month of March. I think some of you also might be doing some literal travel, but not everybody. Just try to get your ticket booked before the 15th, if you can. I realize that might not be possible. Seven of Cups, it's just doubling down on this idea that the potential is huge, and the Chariot is a huge card of success and victory moving forward. It's also a card of vehicles. So some of you may be getting in your van and your van life, living the van life, or getting in your van or your car and going somewhere new and just hitting the road. Or you may be getting in an airplane in this month. You then here have the Judgment card, which is a card of karma. You have really good karma in front of you, okay? And you may be even shocked at how ready you are for something. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at these Kipper cards and see what the Kipper cards have to say for you. I kind of just want to leave the reading here, but you know what? We're going to take a look at the Kipper cards anyway. What a way to end out the readings here for you. Amazing. All right, you have the Marriage card, Child, Courtship. Wow, maybe you're really committed to love. Wow, maybe you're really, really committed to doing the whole marriage, children, family thing. Good for you if that's what you're interested in doing. Sudden wealth, privileged, and poverty. Everything's suddenly changing for you, Maybe you've dreamed of this for a long time since you were a child. Like you finally have realized that you can do this. You then have this change card here on the bottom, bags packed, cars ready to go, moving out of this old apartment into something new, right? You can even see the suitcase here. I'm actually just going to leave the reading here because it's so incredibly positive. Capricorn, have an amazing month. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button and subscribe. There's also an opportunity to click on the fortune reading right now if that's something that you're interested in doing. It should pop up on your screen. Thank you so much, and I will certainly be talking to you again soon.